okay?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay, so this is a review of the Shark Rotator NV501 vacuum cleaner. One of our vacuum cleaners died, and I took some time searching around the internet trying to figure out what would be a good vacuum cleaner to replace it. Something that would work well and hopefully not cost a fortune. So I ended up picking this one based on reviews and features. What I do is take the thing apart and put it back together, because when you get it, it will be in pieces and you have to assemble it. And it's not hard to do, but it would be helpful if you can see how to do it rather than just the diagrams that they supply. So I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. It's a dust collection cup. Everything is labeled up here. So this one button says lift away. This whole thing comes off of here. And we'll show that how that feature is useful later on. To take the dust collection cap off, you just pull this thing up. That comes off. If you want to take the wand off, or the handle, you have a wand release here. And then this thing just pulls out. And then this thing disconnects from here as well. And there's a indicator over here, and you just push it and pull. And then this thing pops off as well. So the whole thing is now apart. These accessories, you can either have them on there or not. It's important to take the red part and plug it into the red part here, otherwise it won't fit right. Same thing there, red to red. Okay, now we'll just put the whole thing back together again. So I'll put the dust collection cap back on. Now when you put this thing on, you want to tilt it backwards around 10 degrees. You just slide on down and then forward to lock it in place. Okay, now we'll put our wand on. This is the upper end. And this part, this little notch, faces outward or forward. And you just push it in, and that's that. And then the upper handle goes like so. And you just, actually the other way, push it in, that locks in. On this part, the little U's on either side line up with the notches here, and you just push it in. Then you have a little ball thing here which plugs in there, and that's that. Now put this thing back on. This is the only nozzle tool that is electrically powered on this. Everything else is powered solely by suction. So on the bottom of this, you'll see the three plug holes, 1, 2, 3. They have to line up with those three receptacles. So put it down, and you heard it click in when I put it on. The whole thing is now assembled. Alright, so the first demonstration of function I'll do is vacuuming a rug. So let's plug it in. You have a very long cord. Which is nice. You want it to be able to reach. So to pull it thing back, you just go like that. Now I'm going to start here. Now there are buttons on here. One says power, the other says brush roll. So I'm going to turn it on. Vacuum is on. Brush roll. It's on, but it's not running yet. It has a very convenient feature that only turns the brush roll on when you pull it back. The moment you lift it up, it turns the brush roll off. You can also turn the brush roll off by turning the brush roll button off here. Also, there's an indicator light over here for the brush roll. Right now, it's not lit, it's off. If I turn it on and it's back, you see it's green. If the brush roll were jammed, it would turn red. So I'm going to start with a sample vacuuming the carpet. The brush roll is on. And there's a little clip on here, right here, to hold the wire out of the way. So when you're in this mode, you should use that clip to keep your wire out of the way. And then you use it like you would any upright vacuum cleaner. Do all the areas. Now, this thing's pretty fat. So although this is low and that has good clearance, there's a limit to how far you can get under things. So in that case, if you need to reach further and you can't move things out of the way, there's a different attachment which I'll show later. Okay. Next thing would be a hard. This is a tile floor. It doesn't matter if it's tile or hardwood or whatever, a non-carpeted floor. So to do that, all you would do is use the same thing, but turn the brush roll off. So we'll do that. I got power on, brush roll is off. Put my foot down on here so I can. So this is your mode for cleaning hardwood floor or tile floor. You have to run over an area rug like here. And you temporarily want the brush roll on, you push the button. Now, if there's too much suction, if you can't push it or pull it easily, there's a suction control here. This is minimum suction, just letting air enter here, so there's less suction down there, and that's full suction. So that's how you control the amount of suction. Okay, now we'll do a sample of cleaning a stairs, carpeted stairs. So come over here. And I'm going to get one of the attachments. And we'll totally reconfigure the entire vacuum cleaner. This is the attachment I'm using. It's a brush roll, but it's powered only by suction. And the suction not only suctions, but it spins the brush roll. So, let's first lift this thing away, because this thing gets in the way when you're doing this job. And let's take, when you're doing the other attachments, you have a choice of length that you want to use. So, if I want to just take this part off, I just push this button here and pull that off. And this will be for short distances, which I'm going to use right now. Later, I'm going to use the entire wand so I can have a greater reach for different attachments. So I'm going to push that on. Now it's attached. I'm going to disconnect it there so I have more play. And I will turn it on and come around here. So the brush is spinning. I've got it on full suction. all there is to doing a carpeted stair. And you can grab it by the handle. So if I'm up higher, I just set it down on a step higher up. Just keep going. Now this is kind of short, so if I want to reach all the way over there, I just do that over here to continue. Work my way up the steps. Very easy to do, very convenient. Okay, so now let's say I'm over here, and I've got some dust on the ceiling I want to clean off. So I need a different attachment for that. So I'm just going to pull that one off. And I want a longer reach, so I'm going to press wand release here, pull that up, just connect here. That's connected, and I'm going to go get the dust brush attachment. Okay, so I want the longer reach, so I'm using the full wand, and I'm going to put that on, turn it on. Now I'm all the way flipping around here. If I have dust bunnies up on the ceiling, you can see I've got a very long reach for this. I want to use dust train, whatever, so you get the idea of that. And now, before you saw there was difficulty in certain areas because there wasn't much, the unit was so big I couldn't get under some of the furniture well. So to do that, you use this attachment. And this attachment, I can get under anything that's got at least 2 inches of clearance. So here you can see, keep it around behind me. Now there's only around 2 inches or so, maybe 2.5 inches of clearance there. And I'm able to get under there. So that really extends the reach of the unit. I want to demonstrate emptying the dust cup. So let's say you've been vacuuming, you're done, you want to clean the dust cup. Alright, so the first thing to do would be to see. Oh, right here, dust cup release. So you grab from both sides and pull up, and then the whole thing comes out. Take it over to the trash can. And then push this button here, and all this garbage comes out, and you're done. Just shut it. And then, as I said before, about 10 degrees back, push it all the way in, and forward to lock it. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is how to access and clean the filters. So we're just going to pull this off again because two of the filters are located in here. This is your foam filter, and you access that, you pull this out and then pull that off, and then you just rinse this off with water. And in here, there's another filter with a little tab you pull out, felt filter. Same thing, you just wash that out with water. Put that back. Then the HEPA filter is located in here. To access the HEPA filter, you push this thing down, pull the whole thing out, and then pull the HEPA filter out. And that's how you access your HEPA filter. Put it back, just push it in, push this thing down and push in till it clicks. And then put the whole thing back together again as it was. Wrap the cord. Wrap it. This is your lower hook, upper hook.
Oh, you're right. You're right in the way.
And you just wrap that around there. Let me unplug it. And you have your little clip in here which clips itself to the wire. That's all done. You have a crevice tool here also if you need it. You have upholstery cleaning brushes if you need them. I'm very impressed with the engineering of this unit. To be able to do all these things, to work well, to be so versatile, and everything's so easily accessible. All the filters are easily accessible, and although you might feel a little bit like G.I. Jane trying to learn how to disassemble and reassemble your firearm when you first get this thing, you say, oh my God, what are all these parts? It doesn't take too long to get familiar with it, and once you know, as you can see in the video, it only takes a second to take things off and put them right back on. And that's it.